Hi everybody, it's Annette with the Art of Intuition. Today we're going to talk about authenticity and what authenticity means in the higher consciousness states. So if I say to someone, are they authentic? If I ask them if they're authentic, most people would say they are. They're authentic about their job, they're transparent about their partnerships, they're transparent about how they feel, about politics, or their beliefs, what they believe or their beliefs or their standards. But those are more, it's like human authenticity. And anyone who watches these videos knows that no one really in the consciousness arena is crazy about our human aspect. It's one teeny tiny part of a much bigger puzzle. It's a very small part of us, but we let it run around and control things like a little 2-year-old child, wanting what it wants, fussing if it doesn't get it, pushing, trying to control things so it gets exactly what it wants all the time. And our higher aspects let it do that for a while till it learns, or until we start learning that if we let our human aspect run the show, it's going to lead to places that we don't really want to be. So when I say authenticity, it's a big word, authenticity from our highest spaces, it's being our true self. And that's not our human self. That's giving compassion and love to everyone we come in contact with from an energetic level and from an energetic space. It's being there for other people from a very selfless place, not wanting anything in return. It's being who we are and contributing to humanity as a whole. That's what we're all here to do. So if I ask you if you're being authentic, are you being your truest self? Would you be able to say you are? Is the job you're doing your truest self? Is the partnerships you're in your truest self? Is it the highest aspect of you can bring to the table all the time? Because that's what authenticity means in the consciousness realm. I don't want to get into good and bad behavior, but someone has disrespectful behavior toward us, are you okay to say that? Are you okay to say that's disrespectful from a loving and caring place? Because we can do it from a loving and caring place. And just say something's not disrespectful, because letting people run around and play out their energetic human programming. For example, in my reality, I will call people out on disrespect because it's not respectful to me. It's my disrespect if I let it continue. That's being authentic. I don't worry about the judgment of what someone's going to think of me if I'm honest about who I am and what I can do and how big I am and how big everybody is. We, a lot of times, will go small. We'll kind of shrink down. We're around certain people. We're in certain places. Certain situations come up, and we don't want to stand up and be our brightest selves. That's not being authentic, and that's not doing anybody a favor on any level if we're trying to be conscious and trying to be the forerunners in our neighborhood, in our area, wherever we are. If you're watching this video, you're the example. If you can't be authentic, no one else around you is going to be authentic. Because remember, everyone's a mirror of you. If you're not authentic, no one else can be authentic. If we fear someone else's judgment, that's our judgment. We're projecting our own judgment. And if people judge us, that's just us projecting it out so we can hear it. So we can hear the judgment we really hold inside of us. If we don't do what we know we should be doing because we're afraid of what others will think of us, we're not being authentic. And that's our judgment. It's nobody else's. If you don't put yourself out there to be authentic and to who you are and what you stand for, no one gets to see who you are and how bright you can be. And you're not being authentic to yourself. And you're not doing all you can do to assist humanity as a whole, because that's really what we're all here to do. We're not all here to drive fancy cars and live in huge houses and whatever everyone's caught up in, when they're really caught up in a lot of the human kind of stuff. That's not why we're here. Those things can come along as a bonus if it's appropriate for us, or if once we clear a lot of programming around how we feel about that stuff, it can be a bonus. But it's not why we're here. We're here to assist humanity. We're here to be the brightest versions of ourselves. So look when you're not. Look when you're not being authentic. Look where you're shrinking down. Look who you're doing it around. And ask yourselves why. and look inside to see why we're judging that. Because it's time for so many people, kind of the next wave of people, to start stepping up. 2020 are huge timelines for everybody. Everyone has to get into their most amazing selves. So look where you're not. Don't judge it. Don't judge other people. Look at ourselves first. Because everyone's just a mirror of us. They say our fears, they speak our judgments back to us to see what we hold inside. See where we're going to cave. It's testing us to see how strong we are in what we do believe. What we do believe about ourselves in the deepest parts of us. That's why it's said, that's why it's there. So take a hard look and keep practicing the art of intuition.